terrible mistakes. There is some moments of honor in the history of France. The speech of André Malraux, an old, secluded writer, was the voice of the France this famous day of September when he called for a brigade for Bangladesh. It was a great France. The France of the war in Algeria, in which, by the way, Malraux was minister, this was the dark face of my country. How many dead? I'm afraid to tell you a mistake, but a lot. And not only dead, torture, like in Rayer Bazaar, when I was today, we had that in France, torture, and dead. And this is an unexcusable fault, moral, politic, and moral fault of France. Frantz Fanon, he did go along with liberation movements, but I don't think that I would not, if I had the age, I would not have supported Frantz Fanon. You are the country of Mujibur Rahman. Frantz Fanon was the opposite of Mujibur Rahman in many regards, of course. Frantz Fanon was not tolerant. Frantz Fanon did not consider that war was the last extremity. Frantz Fanon did not think that peace was more desirable than violence and war. Frantz Fanon would not have put democracy in the first constitution of the liberated country. And by the way, the FLN in Algeria, which took power in '62, is not Awami League. Awami League may have committed some mistakes, of course, but there was a true from '72 to '75 to the assassination of Mujib. There was a true attempt, succeeding in many regards, to build a genuine democracy. From this ground zero I was telling you, the sons of Frantz Fanon in Algeria don't even try. They created directly a unique party state, and they supposed that there was no other way after the crime of colonization than creating an authoritarian regime. So I would not endorse the Frantz Fanon theory. About Genève, Palestinians, and so on. My position on that is clear from 40 years too. I am, and I express that many times, I am in favor of what is quoted as a two-state solution. A state for the Palestinians and the security for Israel. I think that the right, the justice, to be fair, means that. Consider that Israel should have sure borders, that no country can live with terrorist attack through the borders, and that the Palestinians have the absolute right to a state with secure borders also. And I will fight till my last breathing for this solution, which is the solution of justice, of equity, and of peace for peoples who do not deserve this war of 40 years. They don't deserve. The families, the Palestinian families and the Israeli families do not deserve this state of war, which is only useful for the extremists and which is not fair. And as for the first question to finish with, don't misinterpret me, not misunderstand me. I don't think that action for action is a target. And I don't think that pure thought is a good. Action for action, action as itself, action as a virtue, this is the theory of a French philosopher, very well known, who was called Georges Sorel. Georges Sorel practiced the cult of action. The action, whatever it is, as a sort of motto, as a sort of Grundmotiv, like the German would say, like Wagner would say. But Georges Sorel was one of the founders of this terrible thing which